So the other day I found out that the CIA is preparing some kind of criminal referral against me, a crime report to the Department of Justice on the basis of a supposed crime I committed. What's that crime? Well, talking to people in Iran before the war.
All right, y'all, man, we got a good one for y'all today, man. Tucker Carlson is going to let us know how the people who he advocated to put into the White House are now investigating him, y'all. Ooh, MAGA's turning on MAGA. Yeah, this should be an interesting one, man. We about to get into it. But before we do, man, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and share. Turn notifications on, all that in a bag of chips.
So the other day I found out that the CIA is preparing some kind of criminal referral against me, a crime report to the Department of Justice on the basis of a supposed crime I committed. What's that crime? Well, talking to people in Iran before the war. They read my texts. So the crime under consideration apparently would be the Foreign Agent Act or something like that, acting as an agent of a foreign power. And I don't expect this to go anywhere. I'm not too worried about an actual criminal case against me for a bunch of reasons. One, I'm not an agent of a foreign power. Unlike a lot of people commenting on U.S. politics and global affairs, I have only one loyalty, and that's the United States, and have never acted against it. Its interests are the only interests I care about because I'm from here and I have a lot of kids. So that's not a concern. I've also never taken money from anybody. Don't need it, don't want it, and that's provable. And moreover, it's my job to talk to everybody all the time and try and figure out what's happening around the world. That's literally what I do for a living, and I'm not going to stop doing that, nor should I don't think. I'm also an American. I can talk to anybody. I have no secrets to divulge. So legally, I think the case is ludicrous, and I doubt it will even become a case. I'm bringing this up for a couple of reasons, though, and they're pretty obvious. One is that countries tend to become more authoritarian in wartime. It's just the nature of war. People are dying. The stakes are high. People's emotions have risen to a very high point, to a crescendo. And so there's much less tolerance for any kind of dissent in the homeland. The irony, of course, is the United States fights wars on behalf of freedom, but there's always less of it here in our country during war. So that's a widely recognized phenomenon, and it's likely to happen now too. Another point to make that is worth knowing is that the USIC, the intelligence agency, spy on Americans. Now, you probably knew that, and it's been revealed a lot, including by Julian Assange and Ed Snowden, both of whom are threatened with death for revealing it, but everyone knows. But it's probably a little more widespread than most people understand. And it's likely that things like that will begin to happen at greater scale now. So you should just know that going forward. Thanks.
I'm going to tell y'all why I don't really respect what Tucker had to say. Even though what I think they're trying to do to him is wrong, I don't respect nothing that man got to say because he said he's never acted against this country. Bro, you advocated to put in a criminal twice into the White House. Matter of fact, 3 times into the White House. But you said you're doing this in the best interest of America. He's never been the best interest of America. Ever. So I don't know why you're saying that you never acted against America's best interest, because you actually have. You were wrong in doing what you probably thought was right, but you were wrong. But it is crazy how somebody that can put forth all this effort and energy to advocate for somebody to get them into the White House, but then question one thing that they did, one singular thing, and pretty much is, why are we at war with Iran? Why are we doing the bidding of Israel? Pretty much that's all he's asking. And now they turning on him. His people, his guy, his orange jolly giant, got his DOJ, Department of Justice, looking into him, trying to find a reason to get him hemmed up. Ain't that amazing? It's like you help them out, and then they stab you in the back. And lo and behold, ain't that what we told you that person does all the time? Didn't he do that in front of your face for a whole 4 years when he was messing up the economy during COVID? Firing people that disagreed with him all the time? Stabbing them in the back and talking about how they were terrible and weren't good. Yeah, I hired them, but I fired them type shit. You know what I mean? And now you're surprised that he's doing it to you. I'm not surprised. I don't have any sympathy for you. Is it wrong? Yeah, we shouldn't have that going on in America. We shouldn't have that going on in our country. But this is what a lot of people wanted. This is what you voted for. This is what you advocated for. And now the exact thing that we told y'all were going to get, you're getting it on a silver platter. He's showing you who he is. Well, he already did it before, but they ain't showing you even more. But at least it's coming to your doorstep now. But look, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about it, man. Tucker, he can keep on crying on there. I ain't got no sympathy for the dude, to be honest with you. Man, look, you made your bed lying that shit. But what y'all think, man? Write it down below. Like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on all that in the back.